Did you know research shows that insecure attachment styles can be correlated to substance abuse, emotional distress, and interpersonal problems? I'm Aimee DiGiulio, a clinical program director in New England, and today we're talking about addiction and attachment. Attachment styles are formed by our first major relationship with our primary caregiver and are defined by how secure or insecure a person feels in a relationship. One's attachment style impacts their self-esteem, expectations of others, and their ability to attract and maintain successful adult relationships. According to the American Psychological Association, an astounding 45% of adults have insecure attachments, making it challenging for them to form healthy, positive, and secure relationships. Attachment styles ultimately affect a person's vulnerability to addiction in adolescence or adulthood. Let's look more closely at the 4 predominant attachment types. Number 1, secure attachment. People with secure attachment had a caregiver who was in tune with their physical and emotional needs. They were encouraged to explore the world with the understanding that the caregiver was a source of safety. A secure adult has a similar relationship with their romantic partner, feeling secure and connected while allowing themselves and their partner to move freely. 2, anxious ambivalent attachment. People with anxious ambivalent attachments had caregivers who were inconsistent and sometimes intrusive. As adults, they were anxious and insecure. They can be controlling, blaming, erratic, unpredictable, and sometimes charming. 3, anxious avoidant attachment. People with anxious avoidant attachment had caregivers who were unavailable or rejecting. These adults avoid closeness or emotional connection and are distant, critical, rigid, and intolerant. Research suggests that this masks their distress after disconnecting from a caregiver. 4, disorganized attachment. These caregivers likely ignored or did not see their child's need and perhaps behaved in a way that was frightening to the child. As adults, children with disorganized attachment can be described as chaotic, insensitive, explosive, abusive, and untrusting, even while craving security. In a secure attachment formation, the brain associates the release of many of our mood and feel-good neurotransmitters, such as dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, with our caregivers and their alignment to our physical and emotional needs. However, if our caregivers are unreliable, unsafe, or absent, the neurotransmitters are not activated in the same way, and a positive and safe association with our caregivers is not formed. This results in an insecure attachment. A person with an insecure attachment is at greater risk for a substance use disorder because substances artificially alter the same neurotransmitters and provide a maladaptive replacement for the feeling of security in relationships. These substances become the external solution to the loss that is internal. Some experts believe that addiction is effectively the outcome of adverse childhood experiences, attachments, and trauma. On a hopeful note, research indicates that attachment styles are not static, and that with appropriate counseling and healing relationships, the brain can essentially rewire and adapt to a more secure attachment style. These experts believe that in order to become a more secure individual, there are a few things that we can do. Number 1, Acknowledge and offer compassion to the person who used substances as a way to fill the void from childhood. 2. Recognize that substances were used as a coping mechanism, an attempt to compensate for secure attachments. And 3. Explore attachment theory with a counselor or therapist to understand how it relates to your experience. If you'd like to review a study on substance use and attachment theory, please email learning@phoenixhouse.org and we'll send you the link. Thanks for watching, and now you know.